Are you looking for something that's not the typical gardening accessory? Well, this is what I've picked up recently. It's from a company called Cwowdefu, and that's a little bit of a tongue twister. It's a model P300S. It is a portable power station, and I could use it to run things like bubblers for deep water culture, run small gardens, run a light. And in the area where I'm at, I find that every now and then the power goes out. So I was looking for something that would help me out in situations like that. Now, power generators depend on a fuel source, but power stations are actually like a battery unit. So this particular unit, it's not terribly heavy. I can lift it with one finger, but it's not light either. It has the ability to be charged off of either a DC cable, kind of like from your car to it, or an AC source, which is pretty much like a laptop charger that you'd hook up, to a typical US laptop. Now, the thing that I really like about it is it has the ability to have those charging sources, and you could also charge this off of a USB or off of a solar panel, which is not included with the normal purchase, but those options are available. And the thing that really hooked me was the ability to output the power to USB, USB-C, DC, AC, and even the typical plugs that you would plug into a car power unit. These orange buttons that you see are what activates those different outputs, and the screen tells you things that are informational to your particular situation. Now, the thing that I find fascinating about this is not only can I do my gardening things with it, but I could also use it to plug in the base station for my Blink cameras. Now, I use Blink cameras for my gardening, and it's nice to be able to look on my phone and check on the health of my plants. In the event of a power outage, for some reason, they tend to happen at night or over the weekends where I'm not available to have hands on with these Blink systems. So if I know there's a storm coming in, I will probably just move my base station over to something such as this power station, and that would give me the ability to keep an eye on things even when the power is out at my particular office. I'm going to do a couple quick tests on this. One is I'm going to hook up a device that's going to measure the power draw on the charging. And then the other is I'm going to check the heat of the unit because you don't want something that's going to run particularly hot. Well, I have the unit plugged in and charging right now. It's currently plugged into an AC outlet, and the cable that comes off of that charger goes into the bottom spot here that is marked DC input, which indicates that the AC power is being converted into the cable as it comes through, and it's charging through the DC current into the system. Up here, you can see the 25%, which is the charge level, and the flashing indicating that the unit is in the process of charging. The temperature of it, it's not too bad. The ambient temperature in the room is 74.9 degrees, and if we were to check the heat level, we're at 76.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go off the top. And we'll double check that one. Same reading, 72 degrees Fahrenheit there. There are vents on the side. I'm assuming this is a plate to help dissipate heat. And we're looking at about the same temperature as the top of the unit. So even putting my hand on it, there's no discernible heat coming off of it. So that's a good thing. I'll flip that back around. The handle is super convenient, for carrying the thing around. It's got a nice modern design. It is a little slippery, so that handle with the rubberized grip on it is going to help out quite a bit. This unit can be taken outdoors, but not exposed to moisture levels, so I wouldn't suggest having it out on a rainy day. Same for inside the house. Probably would not have it in a moist area. So if your particular grow room is running really high on relative humidity, you might want to locate this outside of your grow tent, just to keep some of that extra humidity away from the unit. The meter that I have, where the unit plug is being plugged into the outlet, I've got a small device there that is measuring the electrical wattage, and it's coming out right around 71 and almost half. So about 71.4 watts is the actual power draw to start charging that unit up using this cable source. So don't be surprised if you find me using this in the future on some of my videos, because it's nice to be able to take my laptop out or recharge my phone quickly, so I could shoot outdoors and process some of those videos to put on YouTube. And also, I do have an occasional need at home. The electricity doesn't go off as much at home as it does at the office where I work, but here's something that really surprised me. The internet company was going to try to sell a unit similar to this for a substantial monthly fee to be able to have internet continuity during any power outages. But with this more affordable system, I could use it as needed, just go down and plug both my wireless router and my modem into it, and that way I will have internet when the power is down, and that will keep me up to date in terms of what's going on, and also allow me to do things such as stream videos and have general entertainment in the midst of the darkness. And some of my TVs are even small enough to plug into this as well, or I could just stream from a tablet. So it's a tool that's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It has lots of features.